busy week awaits the My Haunted Hotel team in Chester, and things have reached a new level of strange. Last week had provided a moment which may just prove that this 400-year-old building houses something other than just regular hauntings.
My Haunted Hotel over the last couple of weeks has been busy. We have been working like mad to, one, get new tickets out for our brand new Halloween event that's coming, working on final details on these cool little aspects of the hotel. Parts of the theming as well have been updated, which is really cool. And we've just been busy in general. We had the special episode come out where we had our interviews that were amazing, that we could just kind of look back on the last 10, 12 weeks and see how far we've come over that time. I'm exhausted now, but I am ready for a brand new week at My Haunted Hotel.
So this morning, whilst cleaning the pub, and it's happened on numerous occasions at the moment, I'm seeing in the corner of my eye someone peering through the bottom of the stairs window. I've looked at the cameras and I can't find it, what I'm seeing, but I know I'm not going stupid. I've seen a shadow figure before, we caught it on camera. I just hope it actually comes into view of the cameras downstairs. It's the one spot in the building that isn't captured, and hopefully it'll move on and we'll be able to capture it soon.
Last week something crazy happened. I'm very skeptical, as most people know. Yes, stuff happens here all the time that I can't explain. But when a spirit literally reads what you have written down and nobody else in the room even knows that you wrote anything down, I'm completely stumped on this one. It's actually freaked me out a little bit. Take a look at this.
Last Monday saw 3 rooms booked out, and what had started as a very quiet investigation ended with one of the best pieces of evidence to come out of this building. But before we show you what happened, we must first highlight a bizarre moment in room 5.
Go on the shower.
Did you hear that?
Is that one of them singing?
Hold on, let me check.
It's got to be one of them.
I don't know. Can you hear me, guys?
Yep, we can hear you.
Was one of you humming or singing there?
No. Which one? Humming or singing? No.
Okay, so we're a bit confused. We've just checked. We've got girls in room 5 and in room 4. We've just checked with both of the rooms to see whether one of them was singing, because people do that here. My Haunted Karaoke. And
oh my god.
We did this the other week. We tuned into room 5.
Caught the whispering.
And the whispering, and now we've just tuned into room 5 and there's...
The girls have openly admitted here that it was not any of them humming. I'm going to go upstairs with a camera in a minute and actually get it direct on camera that it wasn't any of them. But we have just heard clear as day humming.
Go on the shower.
At around 1 AM, we brought all of the guests together in the function room and conducted an Intravox session whilst using our Hertz frequencies experiment at the same time. Remember, we have an interest in the region of 2500 Hz to 3500 Hz, and we are looking to prove this by documenting paranormal activity in multiple investigations by using this technique.
What was that?
Harry, what was that?
Oh my god!
What did that say?
I could hear it together.
Oh, someone talking.
Okay.
Brett and I make our way to the control room so we can play back the footage to find out what the voice said, and something utterly mind-blowing is about to come to light. Just before the voice comes through, you can clearly see Brett here, and none of us are aware that he has actually just wrote something on a piece of paper. Sheer panic is about to kick in.
Right, is night vision on? Okay. Right, Sue, stay there a sec. We heard a female voice. I think it said 3 words. I'm not even joking. When I was stood there, I don't know if you saw me, I was fiddling around with a pen.
Yeah.
Have a look what I wrote on that notebook. Literally 20 seconds before.
Really?
No way. I see you.
Are you serious?
No.
What do you think that said?
There you go.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh my god.
Listen.
I'm not even. We will play it back on the cameras. I did not.
Wow.
I wrote that before.
Right, if this is what I think it is, then this is mind blowing. Listen.
I wrote it in case it came through.
Listen.
Yeah, it was after this.
That is mental. There's no way, is there? Oh my god, that's amazing.
What was that? Harry, what was that?
Oh my god!
What did that say?
I could hear it together.
That was someone talking.
Okay. What was that? There's no way. There's no way.
That was mental.
We will play it back and we'll find out exactly when I wrote that. I wrote that a minute or two before. Just when you thought things couldn't get any crazier here at the hotel, last week was a huge moment and a massive moment for Brett, because he is very sceptical, as am I, and as is Harry in some circumstances as well. But Brett really had his eyes open last week. He was sat there. None of us knew what he was actually doing, but he had a pen, paper in his hand, didn't really think anything of it at the time. And this voice came through the Introvox. And when we reviewed this voice back, Brett utterly freaked. He had wrote, "I see you," on a piece of paper, really randomly. No one knew why he did it. And the voice said, "I see you." What we had just witnessed last week is one of the most intelligent pieces of paranormal evidence I have ever seen, and this has put this hotel on a completely new level.
We had a woman humming in one of the rooms, and then the session downstairs was unbelievable. Brett actually wrote something down on a piece of paper, and then it came through on the Introvox, which was phenomenal. I've never experienced anything like that.
Came in today, it is Monday, and Harry is just a little bit freaked out, and he's openly spoke to Brett and I and said that he's been seeing the famous shadow figure here in the hotel, and he's checked the cameras. He spent about 3 hours religiously checking the cameras because he was convinced he caught it, and he hasn't, unfortunately. But he is seeing this, and he's seen it before, time and time again. It's been captured on camera back in 2014. This shadow figure is one of the most legendary hauntings here at the building. We have to capture this thing now.
This week we've got guests in 3 nights, which is great because to start off with we'd have guests in 1 or 2 nights, but now it's consistent. We are getting more and more guests in each week, and it blows our mind to know that people are coming from across the country to come to my haunted hotel. I recently had an email saying, "Can you send merchandise to Canada?" It's getting bigger and bigger every week, and what is also getting bigger is the evidence that we're catching in this building. Last week was a lot to beat. In my opinion, last week's evidence was the best I've ever come across because I cannot work any of that out at all. So I want to keep building on that and see if we can find even better stuff in the weeks to come.
I really want to try and get very technical with our experiments. The Hertz frequency experiment that we've been conducting is starting to provide results, and that area between 2500 Hertz and 3500 Hertz is a real area of interest. We now have to try and prove that that is what is happening. It is a new week at my haunted hotel, and tonight the Paranormal Hunts team have booked in experienced investigators who are excited at getting the chance to investigate this famous location. They will be staying in room 6, but what would this unpredictable and mysterious time capsule have in store for us on this wet and windy Monday?
day 1 of this week at My Haunted Hotel, and we have some damn experienced paranormal investigators in. In fact, I saw you hide your little tiny box of equipment when they brought that in, Danny. Are you a bit...
In this case,
bit emasculated?
theirs is bigger than mine.
Well, it's not too creepy, is it?
I love it. Quite cosy.
We've also got some watermelon tonight, thanks to Harry here.
Look at all of this. What? It's heavy. Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's the stuff. I don't know if I like it though. Do you like watermelon?
I like watermelon. Nice and healthy, Brett.
It's nice and refreshing.
Healthy.
Oh, just stick your hand all over it, it's fine.
Well,
Oh, look, there's the old famous box over there, look.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting tonight.
It is creepy dog.
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing if we actually get anything from that.
With their equipment unloaded, the guests begin their investigation of room 6.
Please come and welcome us into this fantastic building. We'd love to meet with you. We'd love to communicate with you. If you could do that in any way you know how, that would be fantastic.
hold on a second. What is that on his arse?
Oh, that's my company.
Have you branded this poor man's arse with the haunted hunts?
This box over here that we was just talking about, we know that the people who've moved it, things have happened in here.
You don't seem to like people touching it and moving it from its position.
Will we get the same reaction tonight if we do it?
The guests move the Bune box, which in recent weeks has caused major disturbances within room 6, such as loud knocking in threes. But as is the case with paranormal investigation, just when you believe you are onto something, it stops. The guests receive no evidence, and as the hours tick by, the building remains dormant.
Can you do a Dan Mott impression?
No,
I do a terrible one,
Go on.
but I can do one.
Go on.
I know, I want to see yours first.
No, come on, show me.
Oh, I can't do. Okay, right. So it's like
No pressure.
no pressure. No, you've got to overemphasize everything you say.
Here we go.
Yeah. All right, tonight, guys, we are here at My Haunted Hotel, and you will not believe what we have found in this building. Let's do this. It's all right, I think. Kind of there. What do you reckon? Out of 10?
Where's the paper?
I don't know. I don't know.
I give you I give you 5.5.
Oh, 5.5. I'll take it.
Now, in typical My Haunted Hotel fashion, suddenly something can unexpectedly occur, which then sparks off a series of events, which is known as a wave of paranormal activity. And our guests, as well as the team, are about to witness one of these waves, which will provide some astonishing and solid evidence. It all begins in room 5.
Jesus! What made me jump? Guys?
We send Mark, Melanie and Linda into room 5 immediately after hearing the bang. And within minutes, 3 events happen which prove how active My Haunted Hotel is.
What about the crying that's been heard in this room?
Dan. Kept.
Whoa!
The dog's fallen.
Just fell.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, but it didn't fall off. It fell to the
I
side.
know, that's
Dan
mad.
kept. What did Dan kept?
It
Dan
usually
kept
falls
what?
off.
Yeah. Dan kept what? Come on, keep talking to us, please. If you knock that doll over,
Can you push it on the floor for me?
push it all the way off. Holy shit.
What was that?
That was his front. That was his
What the
front.
hell was that?
Catch! What the hell am I saying?
Catch.
Catch! Are you going to knock the doll completely off? Go on, knock it completely off.
What was
That was
that?
a bang right in front of the bed.
was that? What the f***, Harry? Hold on, wait. You're coming with me. What was that?
Oh, it's so cold in here.
It's really cold out here.
Why is it so cold?
Oh my god.
It's like someone ran through here.
We had just captured some of the clearest disembodied footsteps that we had ever heard as some sort of unexplained audio manifestation stomps through the brothel section, which we hear in the control room. There is absolutely no explanation for this. This is not the guests moving in room 5, and there is nobody on the second floor at all. We are going to prove this from 4 separate cameras. These footsteps are not the only strange occurrence in the brothel section. As we run out of the control room, Harry immediately declares that it is freezing cold in the room, and at this point our thermal camera glitches unexplainably. You can immediately see how cold the entire room is. This makes no sense, as it is 18 degrees outside and the building is relatively warm. For the next 2 hours the building falls quiet again, so we all join together in the old brothel to conduct an EVP session. We also attempt our Hertz frequency experiment. We use the GQ EMF detector to get a full understanding of what is going on in the room at the time. As we approach 2700 Hertz, we capture a very strange sound.
2000. We're approaching the area of interest now, 2500.
As we hit 2700 Hertz, which again is directly inside our area of interest, a strange sound occurs in the function room. Our high-powered Rode microphone is trailing into the function room and it captures the sound perfectly. Listen again from both cameras and our Rode mic audio.
500.
Moments later, this happens at 3400 Hertz. An unexplained voice manifests from somewhere in the function room, and as you can see from our external camera, nobody is outside. This voice comes from within the function room. Listen again.
It's been a really interesting night, to be fair. I mean, we started off really quiet, but you know, since we had the doll move, we thought things were going to go a bit more crazy after that. But it slowed down a bit. But then we've just done that last session there, and that voice that come through and that bang that we heard was crazy. So yeah, although it's been a relatively quiet night, we've still had stuff going on. So yeah, it's been a really interesting night for me, to be fair.
Whoa!
Just fell. This place definitely, as soon as you walk in this place, you get a feel for it straight away. You can just sense it. I say I've not really felt too much on edge, but it certainly has a feel. You certainly has a feel when you walk around. You feel like something might happen any minute. So it does make you feel like that. But it's a fantastic building. It's absolutely amazing. It's phenomenal.
relatively quiet night, some good highlights in there. I feel mega tired tonight, it's really drained me tonight.
I think the big massive highlights tonight were the stomping through the brothel section.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is the thing, is you started by saying quiet night,
And then
but actually, yet again, we've had this incredible thing happen. It has been a quiet night in terms of what we normally experience, but that was great. And then we had that bizarre noise.
Oh my god, yeah.
Something clearly moving around in this room while we're conducting that same hurt session at exactly the same point of interest that we constantly go to.
Monday night had produced one of the standout moments so far, as we were able to capture clear footsteps walking through the old brothel, and for the team, we'd be straight back to it in just a few hours' time. Well, it is Tuesday night here at my haunted hotel, and we have spent all afternoon here taking various scientific readings right here in the brothel section. Now, I think we're all in agreement, guys, that this section is phenomenal at the moment. It's where we're getting most of the activity, and we kind of wanted to find out what is going on in this room by taking these scientific readings. We've been using the Paranormal puck device to measure static levels, barometric pressure, light humidity. We've been using EMF levels. You can see here we have the GQ EMF detector, and what we're essentially looking out for is movements in these fields that are unexplainable movements. And I think it's fair to say after today we've got a real understanding of what's normal in this room and in this building. Last night we had the sound of clear footsteps walking through this brothel section, which is probably one of the clearest pieces of evidence we've had so far.
Yeah, now we know that, like yesterday we had an EMF spike at around the same time we had a voice through. Now we know what the kind of control level is of these sort of areas in the building, which is nice to, at least we can now look back on this and go, oh, that's actually pretty normal, that it spikes for whatever reason when something's going on downstairs, for instance, stuff like that. So that's what we've done all day, trying to work out the basics of what happens in this building so we can rule it out on investigations.
Tuesday's guests made their way to rooms 1 and 3, and after what had occurred in the old brothel the night before, we were prepared for anything to happen.
Guests are just getting themselves comfortable in their rooms right now. Still cannot get over 24 hours ago, sat in here, hearing footsteps out there. Look, we've got more experienced guys in here tonight. They're not first timers, they know what they're doing. One of them's got their own team. Again, it's going to be beneficial to trying to capture that really good evidence again tonight, and the movement of putting them into 1 and 3. Who knows what that's going to do to the building.
Not at all creepy.
Are you coming over to look?
No, you go.
Is there anyone here in this room that wants to make themselves known to us? Can you do so now by banging, tapping, touching one of us?
The first hour produces no activity anywhere in the building. All cameras are being monitored carefully from the control room, but the hotel is dormant. Tuesday night's investigation, we are 1 hour in, and absolutely jack is happening.
Yeah, really quiet.
I mean, you say that. I mean, nothing happened, but I have had time to get me some Hustlers burgers. Got to stay on brand, boys.
What else have we got for that?
Pulled beef and red Leicester cheese sandwich.
Yeah, I'd have that.
Yeah, right. I wasn't sure. And some jam tarts.
Can't go wrong with some jam tarts.
For our little jammy tart here.
We move the guests into different rooms, and just before David and Caroline leave room 1, David leaves a touch-activated ball on the bed and asks if any entities can move it.
I love this room. Is there any notes or anything in there? Have a look in the drawer.
There's trigger objects over here, it said.
Trigger object.
Yeah.
So we've just moved the guys from room 1 into room 6, and the guys from room 3 have moved into room 4. Interestingly, these guys have seen the episodes. They pick up the boombox and move it.
Another interesting point is the guys last night moved the boombox and nothing at all happened.
At all.
Careful. Who's the man that is in this room? We heard you don't like women.
Something unexplained is about to make a huge bang in the corridor, and it is that loud both sets of guests hear it and radio through to us.
Hi guys, is there anyone in the hallway? We've just heard a bang from outside room 4.
We heard you before. That was a bang.
That was a bang.
Oh.
We've just heard a bang, literally seconds ago.
We just heard a bang in the corridor. Both rooms have radioed through.
Hi guys. Bear with us a second. I'm talking to you both at the same time. We are going to check that bang back in a second. Please bear with us.
Confirming that this bang is unexplained, moments later, this happens in room 1, and you will remember what David had asked for before leaving the room. All of a sudden, banging starts happening all over the building, but very faintly. We cannot capture it on audio, even though we are all hearing it. We move Wayne and Mandy into room 1, whilst David and Caroline enter room 5. Wayne and Mandy conduct a visual ITC session using the old television in room 1.
So are you a little girl?
Oh!
Your eyes blink.
Yeah. That is creepy, isn't it? I can confirm that that does not move. Solid.
Oh, look at that.
It's not going anywhere. That's what I just pointed out to you.
That's creepy.
The doll just, it doesn't move.
Was there anybody banging in this room before?
What was that?
They're in you.
What was that?
What was that?
There was a real loud bang in here.
Another unexplainable bang originates in room 5, and within minutes of this, the banging in the building starts again. We have never witnessed anything like this. These bangs are coming from all over the location.
So far. Oh, another big bang.
Heard a bang then. It was thin. I don't think it was in our room.
What is going on tonight?
I was echoing around the room then, wasn't it?
It's just constant. These bangs, they're just coming from everywhere.
Don't know whether this camera's audio would have picked that up, but the white noise generating off the TV for Wayne and Mandy, that's the names.
Another one. What's happening?
Footsteps last night, this tonight.
It's been a great experience so far. We're just about to go in the downstairs bar area. We've experienced a couple of things upstairs. We've had a massive bang, haven't we? Where was the massive bang?
Room 5.
Room 5, yeah. A few potential footsteps outside the doors as well.
Of room 6.
Also, when we left, I think it was room 1, left a cat ball on the bed and asked if someone could play with it when we left the room, and apparently it was lighting up and all over the place when we'd left the room. So we've not seen the footage yet, but look forward to seeing that. and hopefully we're going to get a lot more evidence as the night goes on now.
It's been a brilliant night so far, and we're hoping to get more evidence as we go on. Looking forward to it.
100% recommend it to anyone that's thinking of doing it.
Definitely.
Just do it. It's a great experience.
Yeah, definitely. It's like nothing else, isn't it?
Oh, I can't get it in.
What are you doing?
Oh.
What's in your mouth? Oh, you little you're eating my tarts!
We're not sure, but I think there might be footsteps outside the room there.
Soldier footsteps, they're eating my tarts!
I'm not eating the tarts!
We are now into the second half of Tuesday's investigation. The banging throughout the building mysteriously stops and doesn't happen again. David and Caroline head downstairs, whilst Wayne and Mandy split up on the top floor. Things remain very quiet, and in the control room, something new is about to be created, which we are calling Scarecam. Unfortunately, I am the first victim of this.
So, we're gonna try and scare Danny. I recently saw a video where someone jumped out on him and he absolutely himself. So we're gonna try and scare him. And we'll see how he reacts. What have you got? What is that?
I don't even want to put this on.
Don't put that on. Where did you find that? Oh god. That's not nice. Okay. Let's go. Let's go this way. Oh, here he comes.
What the f*** are you doing? Oh, you swat.
Oh, that was so good.
Don't start that. Oh my god. What the f*** is that? Big mask.
Is there a lady down here? Or are there any children? Can you show us that you're down here?
Are you with the girl in the cellar downstairs? I think she's scared of you.
Oh, I just heard a big bang. Was that you? I've just heard another bang. If that was you, can you do that again, please? Oh, I just heard a big bang. Was that you? I've just heard another bang. Were people brought down here and taken out of there?
Once again, not everything that scares our guests is paranormal at My Haunted Hotel. We approach the final hour of the investigation and attempt an EVP session with the guest on the top floor, where we trail a high-powered Rode microphone into room 5. Unfortunately, nothing at all happens, and we concede defeat.
Is this the quietest night we've ever had at My Haunted Hotel?
It's been really quiet. Some stuff that happened earlier on. Wouldn't say anything majorly significant on you, but frustrating tonight.
Yeah, very quiet. Normally, things that we almost guarantee work. Nothing at all. But you can't make these things happen.
No, that is paranormal investigation summed up in one night, really.
Yeah.
You know, we've had very, very lucky experiences here. Last night we had some really cool activity. Tonight, absolutely nothing.
We get spoilt here. even the quiet nights, and we say this quite often, the quiet nights still have stuff happen.
Yeah.
And again, it has been still a pretty good night in terms of your average investigation, but this building has just not delivered at all today.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed off tonight.
You are really annoyed.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed.
He threatened to evict ghosts earlier. It got personal.
Guys, it is the end of Thursday night's investigation, and what started as a really quiet week has absolutely gone off with a bang literally tonight. Just take a look at these events.
Have you got a name on that sheet of anyone here?
Where's the sheet? It's on there.
We've got a Mary, we have.
I don't... No, it's that bang.
Yeah, that was the floor, innit?
No, it wasn't. It was out there.
That was out, yeah. If you're not ready for that, just a tap or a knock. Could you maybe rock the chair in the middle of... Could you... Centre. Centre. Yes, the chair in the centre of the room. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit.
Run.
Run.
No, I want to go.
Why do you want us to run, Spirit? Do you not want us here?
Those that choose to spend the night at my haunted hotel are not always aware of how intense the paranormal activity can be in this 400-year-old building. For Thursday night's guests, it had become too much, and what had been a reasonably quiet week for this location had ended with a bombardment of activity that had caused our guests to leave. But why does this activity occur on some days more than others? This is one of the great mysteries of the paranormal, but being able to document everything on a daily basis will one day allow us to understand the patterns behind it. Another week had passed, and another week awaited more brave guests. We'll see you soon.